Hello everyone. Welcome to Investor Education Series from the Pakistan Institute of Corporate Governance. My name is Talha bin Hamid and I am working as the Head of Director and Training Development at the PICG. Today, we will learn about board diversity and board committees. Now, what does diversity mean? Diversity means that a person may have a variety of attributes owing to different geographical experiences or age or ethnicity or gender. The best boards are composed of individuals with the widest possible diversity in terms of professional background, demographics, educational background, and life experiences. Because the more diverse a set of individuals, the more different ideas and approaches they bring to the table. Some of the benefits of diversification are as follows. First, it leads to more effective decision making because it enables access to a diverse range of expertise and knowledge. It provides a better view of risk management, and it also results in more inclusive corporate culture because, as discussed earlier, a diversity of experiences, points of view, and backgrounds results in a richer understanding of various scenarios. And once that culture is established at the top, it permeates throughout the organization. What does the law say about the diversity? Companies Act 2017, in Section 154, it requires public interest companies to have female representation on their boards. Similarly, for listed companies, the Code of Corporate Governance regulations require the board of directors to have at least one female director. As per Regulation 37, the violation of this provision will result in a penalty of up to rupees 5 million, and if the violation continues, that results in a penalty of rupees 100,000 per day of violation. So as we can see, Companies Act takes diversity very seriously. Board diversity is also something that should be kept in mind when appointing, selecting, or electing directors, because as a set of individuals, diversity reflects on industry, behavioral, governance, and technical aspects of the operation of the board of directors. On to the board committees. What is the purpose of board committees? Board of larger organizations often delegate works to committees to more effectively deal with complex or specialized issues. Example may be IT committee when transformation is in process, or ESG before ESG practices are integrated into the company system. Similarly, there can be a committee for business development when new ventures are being initiated or planned. The boards of larger organizations often delegate work to committees to more effectively deal with complex or specialized issues. Committees make recommendations for action to the full board. The board retains collective responsibility for decision making. Committees allow directors to deepen their knowledge of the organization because committees can increase their knowledge and investigate during their deliberations. The board needs to determine which committees will add most value to their organization, subject to the applicable regulatory requirements. Committees may be of an ongoing nature, like the audit committee, or they may be for a specific short-term project of the board. The existence of committees can signal to investors that the board is taking particular issues seriously. These are some of the committees that may be formed by the board: audit committee, HR committee, risk committee, and other committees. In all cases, these committees report to the board, and the board is responsible for the actions and recommendations of the committee and their effective. Committees are a good thing, but they have their limitations. They are an aid to a board, not a substitution. That means that the board cannot outsource their responsibility to a committee. Committees generally have no executive powers. Instead, they can make recommendations to the board. Chairs and members of committees are normally independent. That means that directors who are not executive directors and generally not part of the ownership structure are usually selected as chairmen and members of the committees to make them more effective. And finally, committees focus on specialized areas of responsibility, such as audits, such as HR, such as IT, such as ESG. That means that they provide the board with a vital deep dive into these subjects that may not be possible during conventional board meetings. How to make committees effective? If the board oversees them actively, that's how they become effective. And that means that the board monitors committees' activities and they evaluate committees' charter continuously. Committees can add value if they have the right structure. Companies Act specifies the makeup for the key committees. Charter. The committees should have a formal charter. They should have a formal meeting frequency, and they should meet often enough to undertake their role effectively. Finally, minutes should be kept and circulated to the full board after every committee meeting. That's also one of the ways in which the board can keep tabs on the committee and ensure that they keep operating effectively. We hope that this video on board diversity and board committees have increased your understanding of how an effective board operates and what attributes and skills it should have, other than the obvious ones, in order to discharge its duties in a satisfactory and profitable manner. Thank you so much.